inside, is he? He's going, and they touch. They literally touch. And Potter just manages to stay on. He has a look to see what happened. Graham Crosby streaks off, and that's given Randy Mamola a chance, because Mamola now has a chance to close. But that was absolutely fantastic. Potter went for the inside. Graham Crosby wasn't going to let him. They touched, they separated, but they stayed on. That was some Superbike racing there.
I think that was a bit naughty of Crosby there to not let Potter through. I mean, Potter really needed to go then to get up with the leader.
Well, now he's got a problem of his own as Dave Potter, because Randy Mamola is right with him. And then we're going to see another touch there, not quite, but Potter really squirting the power of the 750. But Randy Mamola with the 500cc machine, he takes the lead. You see the real jump as they go around paddock. They're going up now towards Druids. Randy Mamola leading Dave Potter. Dave Potter now relegated to 4th place. And you see the different styles there, with Mamola literally hanging off the machine, and Dave Potter now has it all to do again, and a little bit more as well, because he was in 3rd place, and now he's relegated to 4th spot. Mamola and Potter around clearways, accelerating up through the gearbox, 3rd gear, 4th gear, 5th gear, and just slotting it into 6th gear to reach the maximum speed. Mamola 3rd, and Potter is 4th. Started road racing when he was 15 years of age, and he reckoned he was too old when he started. And now he's only 20, and he was runner-up in the 1980 500cc World Championship, and already in his pocket he has a contract for a Suzuki Works ride for next year, and he's going to be pretty determined to win the championship, I would think. Dave Potter, number 8, holding on to that 4th place behind this young kid from Santa Clara, California. A young freckle-faced lad, full of enthusiasm for racing and full of exuberance. The leader is still number 18, Graham Wood. Home straight, completing lap number 20 completed, 10 to go, and that is Graham Wood, the race leader. From Scunthorpe, Crosby still in 2nd place. And Mick Grant, we understand, who is putting up a superb performance. He is into the pits with machine trouble. Number 10, Mick Grant, retired in the pits, but not number 18, Graham Wood. Into clearways he goes now for the 21st time. Ten laps to go, 9 when he crosses the line. He will complete 21 laps. And Graham Crosby still holding on. 21 laps have been completed by Graham Wood. Graham Crosby still there in 2nd place. Mamola 3rd, and number 8, Dave Potter, still in 4th place. And Mamola is closing pretty rapidly now. You can see the difference as they go around. There's number 18 and 4, and there's Mamola closing. Number 4 is Crosby, following number 18, Wood. The 3rd place man, number 3, is Randy Mamola. That's 1st and 2nd. And Crosby is making his move now, is he? He's closing, certainly, looking over his shoulder to see where his teammate is, because they're both riders for Work Suzuki. Number 4, Crosby, and number 3, Mamola. Number 18, Graham Wood, with the privately ended Yamaha. And that gives you some idea of the superb performance we've had from this Scunthorpe rider here today. 22 laps have been completed now. 18 is Wood. 4 is Crosby, and 3 is Mamola. So I wonder now, is there any way that Graham Crosby can help his teammate Randy Mamola?
No, Crosby will really have to make his move now, because Mamola's really got the measure on him and got within about a second now. So it's, unless Crosby can really find an extra few tenths of a second, he's going to have really Mamola right up his exhaust pipe.
Well, he's making his move there now because he's dived on the inside, and the tail end of there absolutely sandwiched as they go through, and Graham Crosby's made his move. He's in the lead now, but Graham Wood is not going to give up easily because he's trying for the outside line, and Momola has moved right up there side by side as they go round Paddock. Almost all of the road used, and Momola closing up rapidly, and now we have Graham Wood, number 18, sandwiched between the two Works Suzuki riders. Crosby, Wood and Mamola, 4, 18 and 3, as close as that. Down around Graham Hill Bend at around about 90 miles an hour. And Randy Mamola trying on the outside, is he? Yes, he's through. Randy Mamola is up into second place, and Graham Wood, in the space of what, almost just about half a lap, has gone from first down to third position. And Randy Mamola, number 3, is now really got to grips. 24 laps will have been completed when they cross the line. Now that's number 24, 24 laps completed, 6 to go, and the battle is on. They're in among the tail enders. Anything can happen now.
Well, anything can happen, certainly, yeah. But it's going to be a battle between the two, because I know Crosby didn't really like Mamola getting the better bikes last year. And obviously he's desperate to win this if he can. And so the last few laps are really going to be hairy, I can see.
Yes, because as we said, they're teammates, but I think it's the best man could win this one, and it's going to be a real battle. New Zealand versus the United States of America. And the leaders there, still Crosby. He ducks down on the inside of a rider. That looks very much like Tony Rutter, who's been gobbled up there. And Mamola, they're coming in now to complete lap number 25, just 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go for Graham Wood and Randy Mamola. Into Paddock Hill Bend they go. Accelerating the rear wheel jumping as they hit that bump, using almost every inch of the road. Graham Crosby a little bit more, and Mamola's going on the inside. But Graham Crosby says, no, thank you very much, I'll hold that line. And Mamola just takes second place for the moment, but he's not going to be happy with that position. Number 4, Graham Crosby, Supercross New Zealand, the 1980 Formula 1 TT World Champion, and Mamola's come through on the inside, has he? No, Crosby just chumps him out a little. 18, Graham Wood, had just dropped it apparently at Druids, but got back on very quickly and maintained his third position. That's the enthusiasm of Superbike riding. And I suppose if there's anywhere on this circuit that you're likely to step off, well, Druids is just about the best place. 26 laps completed now, 4 to go for that particular man, Graham Crosby, and his immediate pursuer, Randy Mamola. Paddock Hill Bend. Up now to Druids. And Mamola with the 500cc Grand Prix Suzuki that he finished second in the World Championship. Really biting now, but Graham Wood fighting back as well, and a sporting gesture there from Gerhard Vogt. You saw him wave the first, second and third place men through. Now where is Mamola going to make his move? He's had a nibble there on the last couple of laps, but he can't get through on that particular place. He'll be sussing out. Crosby just pulls away just a little, but then Mamola closes the gap again. But Crosby holds the inside line, and Mamola does not want to go wide because that could cost him valuable seconds. Clicking up through the gearbox, the top gear at about 140 miles an hour. Mamola dives on the inside. And can he hold it here now? Mamola's got the inside line. Crosby will try and get it back, but Mamola just holds it. He's literally hanging onto that machine by his fingertips. Up now to Druids, changing down through the gearbox, down to first gear, around about 30 miles an hour. And this is tremendous. It's Australia, New Zealand against America. And they're that close indeed. There's no wheelies from young Mamola today because he is determined to win this race and pick up 35 points in the championship. Inside of number 27, Steve Henshaw. Mamola. And a little bit of a block now for Crosby because he's still got Steve Henshaw to pass. And they will have completed 28 laps when they cross the line now. And they will have just 2 laps to go. And Randy Mamola, 2 laps to go for him. And that's not very far around Brands. But Graham Crosby has not given up the battle. He's through. And look at that wheel just bouncing as he goes on that bump, almost to the white line.
Right, obviously it was a good move by Mamola not to have left his effort right to the end, because there's lots of traffic on this circuit and it could have really put him back. Anyway, I think he's consolidating his lead now very nicely. But actually, Crosby's really fighting back. You can see that bike, you know, really stepping out as he's putting on the power, putting in the welly.
Yeah, because Graham Crosby is a really gritty competitor. He won't give up until the checkered flag is in sight. And neither will this young man, 20-year-old Randy Mamola from Santa Clara, California. coming in now to complete 29 laps and start his final and 30th lap. He crosses the line, 1 lap to go, the last lap, and number 4, Graham Crosby, still holding on into that second place. Up now to Druids for the 30th and final time. Changing down through the gearbox, determination written all over his face. He hangs on that machine, knee almost touching the ground. Doesn't look over his shoulder, doesn't pop any wheelies. Around the left-hand road, going about 90 miles an hour onto bottom straight. And just the left-hander here, then the ever-sweeping clear ways to negotiate. And again, he's got that happy position of a tail ender between him and his immediate pursuer, Graham Crosby. So Randy Mamola, as I said, already 15 victories in this country in 1980, and he waves to the crowd as he makes it 16 victories in England. Graham Crosby, number 4, finishes in second place. So the Suzukis will be delighted with their excursions here at Brands Hatch today. And there he is, waving to the crowd, Randy Mamola, the winner. And perhaps no wheelies, but Graham Crosby right behind him there. We can tell you Graham Wood, number 18, finished in 3rd place. The 4th finisher was number 8, Dave Potter. 5th was number 16, Keith Ewan. And in 6th place was number 6, Steve Parrish. Well, they're the 1st, 2nd and 3rd place men. Number 2, Ron Haslam, finished 7th. And number 11, Roger Marshall, finished in 8th place. So in they come, the victorious Randy Mamola on that machine. I would think that Phil would agree with me that 500cc Grand Prix Suzuki seems almost unbeatable.
Well, yes, a beautifully judged race by Randy, but he had to really work hard because he didn't have a very good practice time, which put him back on about the 3rd row, and he really had to work hard, and he was very lucky to have got through just in time. But you can see that I think he's Grand Prix World Championship material for next year. But now Suzuki is get their machines really running correctly for the first few Grand Prix.
That's the thing. So we can tell you now that that is the result of the final round. A win for Randy Mamola. 2nd place is Suzuki teammate Graham Crosby. 3rd, young Graham Wood from Scunthorpe. In 4th place, Dave Potter, the champion, and he just increases his lead with that result. In 5th place is Keith Ewan, and the 6th finisher was Steve Parrish. Right, Potter.
All right now. Right, okay, lads, mind your back. No, ready? Which one? We're in the motorcycles.
Right.
I only got one race today. What's the weather supposed to be tomorrow? Raining?
Speedway last night.
Yeah, 48.8. A new lap record. What was the speed again, John? Was it 88.73? 7.
Come on!
88.7. Fine.
Hold it, hold it, hold it.
Already for lap of honour. Can I confirm that Randy Mamola outright.
So Dave Potter with 202 points increases his lead in the championship. Roger Marshall finishes in 2nd place with 136 points, and 3rd Keith Ewan, the British champion of 1979, with 124. The winner of the event, however, today, the final round, Randy Mamola, broke the lap record in winning 48.8 seconds, an average speed of 88.7 miles an hour. But Mr. Consistency in Superbike racing, Dave Potter, wins this championship for the second year to go with the World of Sport Superbike Championship, the series he won earlier this year.
Who would have put money on Randy Mamola at the start of that one after the first lap? Loitering way down the field. You really can't take anything away. I think that that is the again in our language. They fell absolutely blast. There's no department in the motorcycle.